Blake Shelton was supposed to walk into the CMA Awards this year with something to celebrate. He just scored another win, his 12th CMA, thanks to his collab with Post Malone on Pour Me a Drink. But when the big night arrived, there was one thing nobody expected. Blake wasn't there to accept it. And even more surprising, Gwen Stefani didn't show up either. For a couple that usually stands shoulder to shoulder at major moments, their double absence instantly set off alarms. Fans started wondering if something bigger was happening behind the scenes because things just didn't add up. Their relationship has always been one of those unexpected Hollywood stories. Two people from totally different worlds who somehow found each other on The Voice in 2015. They healed together, built a life together, and for years they were nearly inseparable. So when word broke that neither of them planned to walk the CMA carpet, people didn't just raise an eyebrow. They started connecting dots. After all, rumors had already been drifting around Nashville long before award night even arrived. Those whispers really picked up when Star magazine reported that an unnamed source claimed the couple had been spending an awful lot of time apart lately. It was the kind of line that instantly fuels speculation, especially when it comes from someone refusing to go on record. And according to the report, their differences, the same ones that once made their relationship feel unique, were supposedly becoming more obvious. But even those claims came with a catch. None of it was verified. It was all chatter, the kind of talk that floats around in entertainment circles when people don't see a couple out together for a while. And that's exactly what made the rumors spread even faster. Fans noticed something unusual. Blake and Gwen hadn't been photographed together in months. The U.S. Sun even pointed out a list of signs suggesting distance, including the lack of public appearances and a sudden decline in joint events. Online discussions exploded, with people insisting that the couple's silence meant trouble was brewing. But with celebrity schedules constantly pulling people in different directions, it's hard to know whether the speculation is real or just the internet getting carried away again. What was clear is that Blake's been on the move nonstop. He's been pouring his energy into his new CBS show, The Road, a music competition built around the chaos of touring. Instead of hanging out on a studio set like The Voice, this show follows performers as they earn their spot on an actual country music tour, which means Blake's been traveling, planning, promoting, and working long days. A production like that demands tons of hours, tons of travel, and tons of time spent far from home. It wouldn't be surprising if he simply didn't have the space in his schedule to make another award show appearance, even one as big as the CMAs. But Gwen has been running at full speed too. She's been promoting the deluxe edition of her Christmas album, dropping 2 new holiday singles, and gearing up for her music to appear in a new seasonal film. On top of that, she's preparing for something huge, the No Doubt reunion shows at the Sphere in Las Vegas. In a recent interview, she admitted all the opportunities coming her way have made her feel alive again, almost like she's entering a brand new era in her career. When she talked about the nervousness, the excitement, the gratitude, it sounded like someone who's rediscovering her spark and pouring herself into every moment of it. And honestly, when one person is on the road and the other is juggling a comeback, it's no shock that their schedules might not line up. Still, even with so much happening in her world, Gwen didn't avoid mentioning Blake. In her conversation with KROK, she brought up their holiday hit, You Make It Feel Like Christmas, calling its success nothing short of a miracle. She sounded proud, not just of the song, but of what she and Blake created together. It didn't sound like someone distancing herself or trying to hide him from the conversation. If anything, it felt like genuine appreciation, the kind you don't fake. And then came the announcement that caught everyone off guard. Just days before the CMAs, Blake and Gwen revealed that they'll be co-headlining the 2026 Endymion Extravaganza in New Orleans on Valentine's Day. A massive event, a shared stage, and a date loaded with symbolism. It's hard to imagine two people planning a joint performance more than a year in advance if they were really drifting apart the way some rumors suggest. Moves like that usually don't happen unless both sides are committed, aligned, and thinking long-term. So what's really going on? On one side, there's speculation, unnamed sources, fans overanalyzing their absence, and the internet turning a few missing photos into a full storyline. On the other side, there are the facts, a holiday hit they still talk about, a major upcoming event they're co-headlining, and 2 careers pulling them in different directions at the exact same time. Their absence from the CMAs may not be the warning sign people think it is. Sometimes life gets busy. timing doesn't sync up, and public schedules don't reflect private reality. But that hasn't stopped the questions, and it probably won't. When a high-profile couple steps out of the spotlight, even for a moment, people start filling in the blanks with whatever narrative feels most dramatic. Whether this is simply a case of chaotic schedules or there's more going on behind closed doors, one thing is clear. The story isn't finished yet. And with a Valentine's Day performance already locked in, the next chapter of Blake and Gwen's relationship might reveal more than any award show absence ever could.